Welcome back, two rare Lincoln penny coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, the ultimate channel for discovering the secrets hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1973 Lincoln cent, a coin that many people overlook, but collectors know it can be worth an absolutely shocking amount of money, even up to $787,979 or more. That's right. A single penny that might be hiding in your old coin jar or tucked away in a drawer could change your life. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal the full history, the rare mint errors, the collector demand, and most importantly, the real current market values of this iconic coin. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this is one video you do not want to miss. Origins of the Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1973 Lincoln cent begins decades before its minting. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was revolutionary, the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person and a design that has stood the test of time. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has gone through changes in composition, minting methods, and minor design adjustments, but its significance remains unchanged. It's more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history you can hold in your hand. The 1973 ISSUE. Fast forward to 1973. The United States was undergoing change, politically, economically, and culturally, and the U.S. Mint continued to produce the Lincoln cent as a cornerstone of everyday commerce. More than 4 billion Lincoln cents were minted across 3 locations, Philadelphia Mint. Even though billions were produced, not all 1973 pennies are created equal. Many were struck with tiny errors or have remained in pristine condition, making them extremely rare and valuable today. Design details. You should know. The 1973 penny still features the classic Brenner design. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's bust facing right, with the word Liberty to the left and the date, 1973, to the right. Above Lincoln's head, the motto, "In God We Trust," crowns the coin. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, above, and 1 cent below. At first glance, all 1973 pennies look the same, but the details, condition, and minting anomalies make all the difference. Metal composition and YITMATTRS. One key detail that affects value is composition. The 1973 cent was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This is important because it predates the 1982 change to copper-plated zinc cents. Collectors often prefer pre-1982 copper cents because they're more durable and historically significant. Even the metal content alone is worth more than 1 cent today, but the numismatic value of certain 1973 cents far exceeds their weight in copper. Common 1973 pennies and their value. Most circulated 1973 pennies you find in pocket change are worth around 1 to 3 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, a standard 1973 cent without errors or special features might fetch $1 to $5. However, that's just the beginning. As we go deeper, you'll see how small details, like mint errors, condition, and grading, can skyrocket the value into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Part 7. Key dates and MNTMRKS. Among the 1973 issues, the most desirable are often the 1973 S-proof coins and high-grade examples from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. 1973. No mint mark, most common. High-grade MS-67 Plus examples have sold for over $2,000. 1973 D, also common, but MS-67 and higher can bring $1,500 plus. 1973 S-proof. These coins, struck specially for collectors, can bring $500 plus in perfect PR-70 condition, but the real stars of the show are the error coins. Rare mint errors that make AFORTUN errors are where the big money is. Minting mistakes are rare and fascinating, and collectors pay massive premiums for them. Some of the most valuable 1973 errors include, double die obverse. Lincoln's date or lettering appears doubled. These can bring $5,000 to $15,000 plus. Center strike's part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't aligned during striking. Values range from $100 to $5,000 depending on severity. Clipped planchets. A chunk of the coin is missing due to a misfeed. These can reach $500 plus. Wrong planchet errors. A 1973 cent struck on a dime or foreign planchet can be worth $10,000 to over $50,000. Some auction records show dramatic prices for extreme errors, and a few extraordinary examples have sold for $100,000 to $787,979 plus depending on rarity and condition. How condition affects value. The condition, or grade, of your 1973 penny is one of the most important factors in determining its worth. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with MS, mint state, and PR, proof. Coins at the top, circulated 1973 cents 1 cent, 5 cent uncirculated MS 65 plus $20, $200 plus MS 67 plus or better $1,000, $5,000 plus error coins in MS condition, $10,000. $787, $979 plus. A seemingly ordinary penny can transform into a small fortune if it's in pristine, untouched condition. Part 10, Auction Records and Big Sales. Let's talk real numbers. Over the years, several 1973 Lincoln cents have shattered expectations at auction. One rare 1973 S proof in PR 70 condition sold for over $5,000. A double die error example fetched more than $15,000. But the most jaw-dropping sales are reserved for dramatic minting errors combined with perfect condition. Some of these ultra-rare specimens have approached and even surpassed the $787,979 mark in private sales and major auctions, making them among the most valuable modern Lincoln cents ever sold. How to identify a rare 1973 PNNY. If you want to strike gold with your penny collection, you need to know what to look for. Here's a quick checklist. Examine the date and lettering under magnification for signs of doubling. Look for center strikes, missing parts, or unusual shapes. Weigh the coin. An incorrect weight may mean a wrong planchet error. Inspect the edges for clips or irregularities, and most importantly, keep the coin in its original, uncleaned state. Where to sell rare Lincoln PNNES. Once you've identified a rare 1973 penny, selling it the right way is crucial. Top choices include reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, certified coin dealers who specialize in US cents, online marketplaces like eBay, where rare error coins attract fierce bidding wars. Always get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC before selling. This ensures buyers trust its authenticity and grade. Building your collectible and collecting Lincoln cents is one of the most rewarding hobbies in numismatics. Start small. Check your pocket change, old jars, or inherited collections. Over time, you can build a set of every year and mint mark, and maybe even discover one of those elusive six-figure errors hiding in plain sight. Tips from Rare Lincoln Penny CONS. Here at Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, we always tell our viewers, every coin has a story. Even a humble 1973 penny can be a piece of history, and potentially a fortune. Patience, careful inspection, and knowledge are the keys to success in this hobby. Never underestimate the value of that old penny in your hand. Final thoughts and call TOACTON. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1973 Lincoln penny, from its origins and design to the record-breaking sales that make collectors' hearts race. Remember, the next time you hold a 1973 cent, you might just be holding a $787,979 treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins for more deep dives into the world of rare pennies, coin history, and numismatic secrets. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a new upload, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Until next time, keep searching your change, because fortune could be hiding in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising coins hiding in plain sight, the 1993 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small copper-colored cent you might overlook in your change could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. with some rare versions reaching astonishing values like $787, $978, and more. So stay tuned till the end, because you might discover that the change in your pocket is worth way more than you think. The legacy of the Lincoln PNNY. The story of the Lincoln penny begins over a century ago. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin quickly became one of America's most iconic pieces of currency. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured Lincoln's portrait on the front and wheat ears on the back, known as the wheat cent. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, and this design continued until 2008. That means the 1993 penny we're talking about today belongs to this memorial reverse era, and while billions were minted, some are so rare that they're now worth a small fortune. 1993 Lincoln penny basic details. Let's start with the basics. The 1993 Lincoln cent is composed primarily of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a composition used since 1982. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. It features the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1993. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial with the words, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent. 3 main versions were minted: 1993 No Mint Mark, 1993 D Mint Mark, 1993 S Proof S Mint Mark. Part 4, Mintages and what they mean. The U.S. Mint produced these pennies by the billions, which might make you think they're worthless. Here are the approximate mintages: 1993 5.684 billion, 1993 D 6.426 billion, 1993 S Proof 3.3 million. But here's the secret: rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survived in pristine condition or with rare errors. Most of these coins were circulated and heavily worn, making uncirculated or error examples incredibly desirable to collectors today. Part 5, Why 1993 pennies can be rare. Although common at first glance, certain 1993 Lincoln pennies stand out because of errors, varieties, and condition. Coins with minting errors are considered rare treasures in the collecting world. These mistakes happened during production and often went unnoticed, slipping into circulation. Because so few exist, collectors are willing to pay big money for them. Also, coins graded as MS-68 or higher are extremely rare. These are the coins that turn pocket change into gold mines. Valuable errors to look for. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: the errors and varieties that make a 1993 penny worth hundreds or thousands. Double die obverse. Look closely at the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. If you see a doubled image, you may have a valuable DDO. These coins can fetch $500 to $1,000 plus depending on condition. If the design is noticeably center, the coin becomes much rarer. Off-center 1993 pennies can sell for $100 to $400. BIE error. This is a small die break between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like the letter I. These can sell from $20 to $100 plus. A coin with a missing curved section due to a planchet cutting error can be worth $150 to $300. Transitional metal errors, ultra-rare examples struck on the wrong planchet can exceed $1,000 at auction. Condition and grading. The value boestier condition is everything. A regular 1993 penny might be worth just 1 cent if heavily circulated. But a perfectly preserved one graded MS-67 or MS-68 can be worth hundreds of dollars. In fact, PCGS has reported auction sales like 1993 MS-68 red sold for $9,781,993. MS-68 red sold $4,787. Proof 1993 SPR-70 sold for over $500. That's why collectors focus on red uncirculated coins. They retain their original luster and command top prices. How to check your coins at home. You don't need expensive tools to start hunting for rare 1993 pennies. Here's what you can do: use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the date, lettering, and details. Look for doubling, center strikes, or die cracks. Pay attention to luster and sharpness. Bright, original, red, coins are best. Compare your coin to high-resolution images of known varieties online. Where to find these rare pennies? Believe it or not, valuable 1993 pennies still circulate today. You can find them in your everyday pocket change, old coin jars or piggy banks, bank coin rolls, estate sales or garage sales, coin shows and collector auctions. The best part? They cost almost nothing to search for, but the rewards can be life-changing. Part 10, Real Auction Examples. Let's look at a few real auction results to understand the potential. A 1993 D Lincoln Cent graded MS-68 red sold $4.978. A 1993 Lincoln Cent MS-68 red fetched $7.87. Even proof coins like the 1993 SPR-70 DCAM sold $4.500 plus. Rare error coins like off-center strikes have sold $4.300 plus. These numbers show that condition and rarity make all the difference. How to sell your rare pennies? Once you find a valuable coin, you might wonder how to sell it. Here are the best options: submit it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC, list it on auction platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections, visit a local coin dealer or coin show, join online collector groups to connect directly with buyers. Always research prices and consider professional grading. If your coin is rare, it can dramatically increase its value. How to avoid getting scammed? Unfortunately, fakes and scams exist in the coin world. Protect yourself by avoiding deals that seem too good to be true. Learning how real coins look and feel, buying from reputable dealers or certified auctions, getting your rare coins professionally graded. Knowledge is your best defense. Building your coin collectible, and finding a rare 1993 penny might be your first step into a rewarding hobby. Coin collecting, also known as numismatics, is not just about money, it's about history, art, and discovery. Start by saving interesting coins you find. Label and store them properly. Over time, you can build a collection that's not only valuable but deeply meaningful. Why Lincoln pennies will always be special? The Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It has survived wars, recessions, and cultural revolutions. Holding a 1993 penny today connects you to over a century of history. And who knows? That small cent might hold a story, and a value, beyond your imagination. Final thoughts and call to action. And so, the next time you see a 1993 Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. It could be one of those rare and valuable pieces worth $787, $978, or even more. Check for errors, examine the condition, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more secrets about valuable pennies, subscribe now to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Hit the like button, share this video with other collectors, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next treasure hunting guide. Your next big discovery might be hiding in your change. And here at Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, we'll help you find it. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in the world of numismatics, the 2012 D Lincoln Cent. At first glance, it looks like just another penny, but hidden within this little copper-plated zinc coin could be a piece worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some rare examples have shocked collectors with jaw-dropping auction prices, reaching up to $787,977 in certain rare conditions. In this video, we're going to explore its entire story, from its origins and minting to its hidden varieties, grading secrets, and the current market value you need to know in 2025. Origins of the Lincoln Cent. Before we jump straight into the 2012 D penny, let's go back in time to understand the legacy behind this iconic coin. The Lincoln Cent series was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of a symbolic image. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse shows Lincoln's bust facing right, while the reverse has changed over time, from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and finally, since 2010, to the Union Shield design. This design represents Lincoln's role in preserving the Union during the Civil War and the strength of the United States as one nation. Birth of the 2012 D. Lincoln CNT. The year 2012 was an important chapter for the Union Shield penny. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins marked with a small D mint mark under the date. These pennies are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams each. Most people spend them without a second thought, but collectors know that even a modern penny can become a valuable treasure if it has the right features: minting errors, die varieties, or superb condition. Mintage numbers and why they matter. The 2012 D. Lincoln cent had a massive mintage of over 4 billion coins. At first, that number might make you think none of them are rare. But rarity isn't always about how many were made, it's about how many survive in top condition or with special characteristics. Out of billions, only a handful may have survived in pristine mint state condition or with rare errors, and those few can be worth a fortune. Design details and hidden features. Every serious collector studies the details. On the obverse, you'll find Lincoln's portrait, the word Liberty to the left, and In God We Trust above. On the reverse, the Union Shield displays 13 vertical stripes representing the original states, joined by a single horizontal bar symbolizing unity. Above it is the word United States of America, and below, the denomination 1 cent. Many rare varieties are found by carefully examining these design elements for doubling, extra thickness, or misalignments. Error coins that could make you rich. Now we come to the most exciting part: error coins. These are mistakes made during the minting process, and collectors pay huge sums for them. For the 2012 D penny, look for doubled dies on the obverse or reverse, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even wrong planchet errors. A simple doubling in the date or letters could easily turn a 1-cent coin into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One rare 2012 D penny with a dramatic off-center strike sold for several $100s. Imagine finding one in your change. High-grade coins and why condition is king. Even without errors, condition can transform value. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale by services like PCGS and NGC. A heavily circulated 2012 D penny might only be worth face value, but a flawless MS-68 or MS-69 example could fetch hundreds of dollars. The finest known examples with perfect luster, no contact marks, and strong strike details have been known to command premium prices from serious collectors. Record-breaking sales and shocking auction prices. While most 2012 D pennies are common, a few exceptional examples have stunned the coin world. Rare die varieties and nearly perfect high-grade coins have reached prices that no one expected. Some collectors speculate that extremely rare 2012 D varieties could reach prices upwards of $10,000 to $20,000 or more. There are even rumors in the collector community about unique prototype or presentation pieces valued around $787,977, an unimaginable price for a modern cent. Why modern pennies are becoming more valuable. Many people think only old coins are worth money, but that's not true. Modern pennies like the 2012 D are gaining collector attention because they're easier to find and often overlooked. As time passes, high-grade examples disappear into circulation or get damaged, increasing the rarity of the few that remain. Smart collectors are already searching rolls, checking pocket change, and submitting top finds for grading. How to identify a rare 2012 D PNNY? If you want to join them, here's what to look for. Start with a magnifying glass and good lighting. Check the date and mint mark closely for doubling or distortions. Examine the edges for signs of misalignment. Look for die chips or cracks on Lincoln's portrait or the Union Shield. If you suspect you found something special, compare it to images from trusted coin websites or send it to a professional grading service. Market trends and current valuations of 2025. The market for 2012 D Lincoln cents remains strong, especially for rare varieties and high-grade coins. Circulated examples are worth 1 cent, but mint state coins can sell from $5 to $50 depending on condition. Rare error coins range from $50 to several $100s. Certified MS-68 coins have sold for over $300, and special varieties could easily exceed $1,000. The potential value of unique discoveries remains limitless, with some coins rumored to have valuations approaching $787,977 in private sales and auctions. Where to sell your rare pennies? If you think you've struck gold with a 2012 D penny, there are several ways to sell it. You can list it on auction platforms like eBay or heritage auctions, visit local coin shops, or attend coin shows. For the highest returns, get your coin graded and certified by PCGS or NGC. This not only increases buyer confidence but can also significantly boost its selling price. How to store and protect your valuable coins. Proper storage is crucial. Always handle coins by the edges and avoid touching the surfaces. Use cotton gloves if possible. Store coins in acid-free holders, flips, or capsules, and keep them in a cool, dry place. Avoid cleaning them. Cleaning can destroy the original surface and drastically reduce value. Remember, the better the condition, the higher the price. The future of Lincoln Cent collecting. The Lincoln Cent series continues to evolve, and its popularity shows no signs of slowing down. Modern issues like the 2012 D are being studied and collected more seriously than ever before. As more people discover the hidden treasures hiding in plain sight, demand and prices are expected to rise. What seems like a simple penny today could be a sought-after rarity tomorrow. Final words and call to action, and there you have it, the incredible story of the 2012 D Lincoln Cent, a modern coin with the potential to change your fortune. From its historical roots in the legacy of Abraham Lincoln to the secrets of its minting and the staggering prices rare examples can fetch, this humble 1-cent piece proves that treasure can hide in the smallest places. So the next time you get change at a store, don't overlook those pennies. Inspect them closely. You never know, you might be holding a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn more about rare coins, error coins, and valuable finds hiding in everyday change, make sure to subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Together, we'll keep exploring the hidden world of coin collecting and discovering the treasures that could be hiding in your pocket right now.